Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash. Welcome to my channel. This is part 23 of ASP.NET Core. In this video, I'll show you how to display images in ASP.NET Core MVC using Web API. So that images will be dynamically calling from the SQL Server using Web API, and we can display this in ASP.NET Core MVC web application. So guys, before going to this video, please visit my previous videos. That is part 15 of ASP.NET Core Web API, that is how to perform CRUD operation in ASP.NET Core with EF Core and SQL Server. So this video is available in my playlist called ASP.NET Core tutorial and part 15. So here I have already shown you how to send a post request in ASP.NET Core Web API to SQL Server, and here also you'll get how to get request in ASP.NET Core Web API. So all the HTTP requests, that is get, post, put and delete, are covered in this part of video. So before going to this part 23, please visit my this part 15. So okay, let's going to my presentation. So guys, here I'll show you how to create an image path and dynamic column in SQL Server, how to send a post request to insert images using Web API to SQL Server, and we need to run API and MVC app to get and display images. So guys, I have created one nodes here. Okay, so in nodes I'll go step by step process. Step 1 is I need to add a column, this one, in my existing table. Okay, so for that I'll go to my SQL Server. So in SQL Server, this is my table. Okay, and here I want to add a image column, image path varchar of 2555 and null. Okay, once it is execution successful, I can see this column is added in my existing table here. Okay, and here before that I need to go to the next step. So step 2 is I need to create a image path here. So to create an image path in ASP.NET Core Web API, I need to go to my physical folder in .NET Web API, and here I have created one. I'll go one by one process. So .NET Web API, and here I created one www root folder, uploads, and here I have added some images in JPG. So these are the images which is valid. If there is no images found for any employee, there is no image JPG I've added here. So guys, this is step 2. Step 3 is I need to add some code changes in ASP.NET Core Web API. So this one is step first part is in ASP.NET Core Web API, I need to go to the employee.cs file. So first of all, I have created two instances of VS Code using command prompt. One is .NET Web API, .NET Core Web API, and second one is .NET ASP.NET Core MVC application. So that I have opened two instance VS Code for .NET Core Web API, and second one is ASP.NET Core MVC application. So as per my step, I need to go to the employee.cs module file, class file in ASP.NET Core Web API. So here is my .NET Core Web API. In models, I have created it is my employee.cs file, existing file, right? So here, as my added a new column in SQL Server, so same property I need to add here in employee.cs file, that is image path. Okay, and second one is I need to go to program.cs and add this a middleware in this file. So go to program.cs. okay, and here I need to add this app.useStaticFiles middleware. So if you put over mouse, you can get what it does. This middleware, it enables the static file serving for the current request path. So files are served from the path specified. Okay, so you need to add this middleware in the program.cs file. So this is the changes for step 3. Step 4, we need to add some code changes in ASP.NET Core MVC. Same way in ASP.NET Core MVC application, we need to go to employee.cs, add this property. So here I'll go to ASP.NET Core MVC application, and in employee.cs, same as ASP.NET Core Web API, I need to add in ASP.NET Core MVC application, in employee.cs, add this property image path. Okay, second thing, Same in ASP.NET Core MVC application, I go to program.cs, I'll add this middleware app.uStatic files, go to ASP.NET Core MVC application, open the program.cs. I have added this middleware app.uStatic files, and the third file will be, that is searchmall.cshtml, that is it will be adding a add image header and some css, and inside the table data to get display images. So this is my existing cshtml, which is covered across all my ASP.NET Core tutorial videos. Okay, so this is the existing cshtml. Here I need to add a new column, that is image, and display the image. So I'll go to the searchmall.cshtml. So I'll open the searchmall.cshtml guys here. So first of all, I need to add this style css, that is when the user click on or put over the mouse on the image will be expanded and will show the visible to the properly to the end user. Okay, and the remaining code will be, so I'll show you here. So here I'll add one table header as a image. Okay, and here I added table data. Okay, and this is the line of code we need to add. The image.src, I'm using image emp.image path. If it is null or empty, then it will go to the no image path. Okay, it will display for that particular image. If the particular employee has no image, it will show the no image.jpg. If the employee has the image, it will display the image, that is for emp.image path. Okay, and this http localhost, it is my web API URL. So this is the endpoint and slash this image path, and this alternate image, if the image not loading, it will display, or due to some reason also no image is not showing, it's showing the employee image. And this class, css class, I'm calling here to expand the image. And also on error, I'm using this .src, no image.jpg. So it is guys very real-time scenarios. Also I cover some notes here. Okay, so that is, so notes is this: if image path exists in the database but the actual file is missing, it will show no image.jpg automatically. This is the approach commonly used in production application because it gracefully handles missing or broken images without showing a broken image icon to the users. So I'll show you that in the real time as well. Okay, so in step 4 I also covered this file changes here. So again I'll show you the complete file changes here also. So this is the searchmall.cshtml using existing as well as new implementation. Okay, so here okay, now guys, here what we'll do is step 5, right? In step 5 we need to check post request of ASP.NET Core web API. So guys, here we need to insert the image path for the employee. So that I'll go to my ASP.NET Core web API and click on as employee controller, which is already covered in my CRUD operation of ASP.NET Core web API. So this HTTP post I implementing for insert the image, right, which is covered all every time for this HTTP post request. It is for insert the new records. Okay, so I'll show you how to insert the new records using the HTTP post. So here what I'll do is I need to go to command prompt of ASP.NET Core web API. .NET build is already completed. I need to make it .NET run. So my .NET Core web API application is successfully running. Okay, so before inserting I need to check the existing records now. So let's start from employee. So see here guys, as of now I have 3 records and it's showing image path, right, which the image doesn't have. It's showing null, and the image has upload slash satya.jpg and upload slash rig.jpg. So we have 3 records. One employee has no image and another 2 employees has the images, right? So same way I need to create one more employee which has images. So what I'll do is I have created already a syntax here. So I copy one of them, copy this one, okay, go to postman, and this is my you know uh, this is my post request of web API application, and here I select the post request, and in the body part what I'll do is I need to paste here. So I change the first name as I need to insert a record for this user Nikki. Okay, so I'll copy this Nikki name, go to postman, here I'll put Nikki, and here I'll type the Daniel. Okay, Nick dot Daniel at yahoo.com. Hire date should be 2020 of 12th of April, and the salary 32,000, and images what I'll do upload slash, this image is a JPG, right? So remember all the files should be in JPG format. So I'll copy this Nick, right, nick.jpg. so I'll go to postman here, copy this nick.jpg, okay, and then I need to send the request. So see here guys, my employee is inserted successfully with the images, right? Employee ID 35, past name Nikki, last name Daniel, email is nikki.daniel@yahoo.com, hire date is 12th of April 2020, salary 32,000, image path upload slash nikki.jpg, and the created date should be at the get date, and updated date is null as expected. Okay, so here I'll check in SQL Server by refresh the select star from employees, so I can see employee ID 35 and the employee details along with the image path is successfully inserted. Same way we can check using our postman. So get, okay, I need to send request. So see here I'm getting all the employee details here, and recently we have inserted 35, also it is showing here. Okay, so what I'll do is for my next step, as for the next step, okay, I'll check also select star from employees. So guys, here step 5 we need to check below API URL to get the images. Okay, so recently what we have inserted, that is nick.jpg, right? So what I'll do is I copy this nick.jpg, okay, and here I'll type here select nikki.jpg, and I'll copy this. So this is nothing but my complete URL, so complete image path. That means in my ASP.NET Core Web API, this is my URL, and inside API I have created one folder uploads and nikki.jpg, so that using this path I can see the image. So what I'll do, copy this URL, go to browser and run and search here. So see here I can see this images, right? Same way I can see for no images.jpg as well. Go to here, you'll see here no images.jpg. okay, so what I'll do is the next step is step 7. I need to build and run web API and ASP.NET Core MVC application. So currently my API is running. I'll go to the ASP.NET Core MVC. .NET build is already done. I need to run the .NET run. So my MVC application is running successfully. Copy this URL, go to browser, here I browse / employees my MVC controller, and this search small.cshtml is my CSHTML view I want to see, because this is my landing page. So refresh it. So see here guys, I can see the images is reflecting in my table with the new column header, that is images, right? So see here, for employee ID 28 I don't have any images because it's showing null, right? So no images, so that's why it's showing no image. So if you put our mouse on the no image, it will be like this, expanding. Same way for employee ID 33, for employee ID 34, and recently we inserted for employee ID 35 Nikki Daniel. It's showing the images. If you put our mouse, it's showing the Nikki Daniel as well. Okay, let's check for uh, filter. So see here Nikki Daniel, so it's showing in Nikki Daniel. Okay, so I can see Nikki Daniel also. Search here, I can see also Nikki Daniel using first name and last name is Daniel. Search. Okay, refresh it. Daniel. Search here, I can see Nikki Daniel photo here, and if we put our mouse, it is expanding because I implemented the CSS for the images. Okay, so what I'll do guys, here I want to delete this from my physical path. So let's see, the image is still reflecting or the images should be no images image, right? So what I'll do is, for nikki.image I need to cut and paste in my downloads folder. That means I deleted from my physical folder path, which is API is corresponding. So what I'll do is, I need to go to here, refresh it. So see here, for Nikki images, now the images is deleted from physical file. Now it is converted to no images, because in my searchmall.cshtml I have configured this line. If the image is not found or somehow it is deleted from the physical file or databases, so it will be displayed as a no image.jpg. Okay, so that's why it is showing the for the image of Nikki or employee 35, it is deleted. If you check for select for employees, the image path is still showing for this employee, but physical folder I have deleted manually so that it is reflecting in my table list as a no image.jpg. Okay, so what I'll do is, I need to again copy paste this image, transfer to the to this correct path, okay, as the existing. So I need to go to here to reflect, need to refresh. So see here, now this image is reflecting. Okay, for Nikki Daniel, employee ID 35. So see here, the no images and the remaining has the images. If you put our mouse, the images are expanding. Okay, so guys, in this way we can add images in ASP.NET Core MVC using Web API and SQL Server. So I'll go to my notes. These are all the steps I already covered. That is, we need to follow these steps to get and display images from SQL Server using Web API in ASP.NET Core MVC application. Okay, so I'll go to my presentation here. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.